What is happening to the Atlanta Falcons this season? Are they just not staying together?
We just got to stay together. We got to stay together, continue to trust in our game plan each and every week, and we just got to execute when it's needed the most.
Is it difficult to have a head cheerleader rather than a head coach? And with no actual leader on the offense, can you figure out how to become one?
I don't say it become more difficult. It become more frustrating whenever you do have that, and it's tough to win in this league, but we got to figure it out.
Will you ever show any emotion when your receivers just blatantly drop your passes?
We just didn't execute when we needed to. The defense got a lot of big time stops for us, and we didn't put points on the board. That's it.
Yes, but you don't act like a leader out there. Do you realize how disrespectful it is to work so hard all week, only to watch your teammates just disrespect you when you trust them? Now put that lid back on your water bottle.
I don't know. That's something we got to figure out. We'll figure out. We'll watch film, figure it out. But yeah, we got to be better. It start with me.
Does it start with you being a vocal leader on the field? Or maybe you using some mobility to open the field more? Or you being a film critic?
I don't know. It's hard to point at one thing, or you just got to watch the film and see. I really don't know.
Did you show the team the new Superman movie? It was hard to watch to the end. James Gunn really made an American icon a total wimp.
We saw everything that we thought we was going to see. We just got to go, we got to execute. We got to do it.
Whoa! He's a declining director that relies on his family to make his movies, but no need to execute him. So what was it like playing to a sold-out stadium for once?
It was awesome. It was a great atmosphere. It was very fun to be able to play over here, and the fans were amazing. So it was definitely a great experience and something I won't forget.
Now, imagine if the team could produce a winning record. You would have that every home game. Fans would actually show up. But back to the coaches. Would you rather have Raheem and Zach or Harry Dunn and Lloyd Christmas leading the team to the field on Sundays?
It don't matter.
Welcome back, Falcons faithful. This is Patrick with the Falcons Roost, ready to give you another update on our beloved Atlanta Falcons. Today we evaluate every passing play the Falcons made on Sunday in Berlin against the Colts. Penix went 12 of 28 for 177 yards and a touchdown. Not a great day for the second-year starter. We plan to delve deep into what is holding this kid back from being the passer. The Falcons drafted number 8 overall last season.
Penix checks to the second call, which is a fake. The left-hander wheels around, throws, and it's dropped by Kyle Pitts on a play that would have went for a lot of yardage in Indianapolis territory.
This is a terrible way to begin. Penix should be livid. That was easily a first down, if not a touchdown. You cannot blame this one on offensive coordinator Zach Robinson. Pitts just botched this play.
Penix wants the snap and he beats the play clock. Gets hit hard for the backside. That ball is out and the Colts have it. Cameron Bynum came from the backside, jarred it away from Michael Penix Jr. and the Colts take over.
This is why you keep Bijan Robinson in the backfield. He's a much better pass defender than Algier. Again, you can't blame the offensive coordinator on this play. You can blame him for underutilizing Bijan Robinson, but this play was 100% on Algier.
That was the first sack of the year for Bynum, and it was a big one. From the 19-yard line, Penix searching downfield, tight coverage across the board, and finally, it's Drake London that breaks loose.
When Penix uses his mobility out of the pocket, he makes plays downfield. This is a great example of extending plays with his feet. He needs to do this far more often.
And a great throw on the run. Gets 29 there, and now Drake London gets another first down.
This is a first read throw to London. Penix relies heavily on London to move the chains. It's the second and third reads that give Penix trouble.
Penix wheels around. Looking downfield for Mooney. A lot of contact. That was Mekhi Blackmon in coverage.
This pass was a bit overthrown, but due to Blackmon putting his hands on Mooney, the result was pass interference.
ball's right there, maybe a little bit off as he had to run late to the other side.
And now in front of Gardner, that catch is made by Darnell Mooney.
This play had good protection and Penix hitting his first read. Overall, a good play call.
Behind, able to come downhill and make those one-cut runs like we've seen today.
Out of the pistol, looking for Mooney, and it's off his hands.
This was a second read by Penix. He got a little more on it than he wanted, resulting in an overthrow. But protection was good, and play call seemed well executed.
Robinson is lined up wide at the top. Smoke screen for Robinson, who got hit and juggled it, and then recovered it after the Blackman delivery.
This was a poorly executed screen pass. Had receiver Drake London made his block, it had potential to gain positive yards. But the safety in the box presented an extra defender to account for, making it the wrong read.
4x100 relay. Penix pumping. On the rollout, up and downfield, and he'll toss it away.
This is where Penix's pocket presence becomes an issue. The rush shifted to his left, directly in front of him. Had he moved to his right, he had Robinson open as well as days worth of open space to run. Instead, he ran 13 yards backwards behind the line of scrimmage into all the traffic and threw the ball away. Not converting this third down is on his decision-making.
You see, he doesn't follow him into the slot. Penix over the middle, and it's caught for first down. Grabbed by Charlie Warner. Just his second catch of the entire season.
This was a well-executed play by the offense. The blocking held up, even though Penix allowed it to surround him. He let loose a laser to Werner for a first down, thanks to a great catch from the rarely used tight end.
Gardner slipped. It's another toss for London.
Another first read pass to London. As long as London keeps getting open off the snap, Penix will always get the ball to him. So far, the play calls seem to be working as planned.
His rate has been a little lower this year. Penix floats it. London reaches out and holds it in. Touchdown, Drake London. The red zone machine strikes again.
This was a perfectly executed play. London drew man coverage with a linebacker. That's a recipe for success, 90% of the time. So far, Penix has had a pretty good game. That would be his last pass of the first half, thanks to Raheem Morris' terrible clock management.
Well played first half, and now we'll see what Atlanta does with the ball coming out of the half.
After Stewart came off the field, Michael Penix Jr. wheeling, floating, and connecting into Indianapolis territory, and there is Kyle Pitts.
Another first read-off play action. Penix hit the target, and Pitts rumbled 25 yards downfield. Mike starts off the second half looking good.
Collide with Algier. That's about 809 pounds on that collision. Penix had to launch that one with some pressure and into a window for Pitts.
What the hell was that? The ball was underthrown to Pitts. But why are there two receivers within 5 yards of each other? That is a very dangerous play. It's either a poor play in general or someone missed an assignment.
Penix floats it. Pitts is the target, and Pitts cannot hold on. It was knocked free by Jalen Jones.
That pass was badly underthrown. Pitts had a step on the corner, and if placed in the back of the end zone, it's a touchdown.
Allow Pierce to get there and create the turnover.
Disguising the pressure. Trying to roll out and find Mooney. Incomplete.
That's on Mooney. The ball went right through his hands. Penix needs to really chew his ass for that one, but he won't do it.
They drop back 7 in coverage, and Penix nearly paid the price.
That was close. Penix relies way too much on his first read, and the Colts are adjusting to it. That play was on Penix.
This momentum back, he gets 7 here.
Over Stewart back out there for the Colts defense. Penix firing low and London going down.
Great catch by Drake London. He had to drop down and grab that ball before it hits the turf. The placement wasn't terrible by Penix either. He converted the first down without risking London taking a big hit.
We got a good ball game. 17-13. Falcons have the lead and the ball. Michael Penix Jr. dancing, avoiding pressure, and he fires towards London.
Okay, that was a good throwaway. He actually targeted someone to avoid a grounding call. Putting Kyle Pitts on an edge rusher is a mismatch. And Penix narrowly avoided the sack.
Go to that side for Mooney, and that's too low with Gardner in coverage once again.
Stevie Wonder can tell you whose fault that was this time. Penix just made a terrible throw. A one-hopper that missed the mark by 4 yards. He had a clean pocket, he just rushed the pass.
On third down, another drop back for Penix. Continues to maneuver and pressured and has to launch it away once again.
Penix's situational attention is bad at times. He once again felt the rush and ran directly at it. He never rolls back to his right, and Indy is aware of that. He must work on his footwork. Teams know when he scrambles, it's going to the left.
Extra body for Indianapolis on the rush. It's down the middle, and it's behind his intended target.
His protection has been pretty great today. He is just missing the throws. This pass was behind his target, who was wide open. These are throws he must make.
Penix over the middle, and London, who moved into the slot in motion, goes to the middle of the field away from Gardner.
First read throw to London. Clean pocket, good execution. Well drawn out play and perfectly executed. Penix's arm is unstoppable when his first read is open.
Now London motions outside against Gardner. Penix under pressure from Grover Stewart. Being chased by multiple Colts and finds Robinson up the sideline.
It's obvious now that if you flush Penix out of the pocket, he will roll to the left. Fortunately, Robinson was open on the sidelines and able to make the catch.
Penix over the middle on the slant. It's pitched for a first down into the red zone.
Another first read pass thrown on a rope. The one thing Penix has proven is when the game is close and the team needs a score, he can move the chains.
Penix wants to go downfield, rifles it up, and it's bobbled and dropped.
Absolutely inexcusable. Penix made a perfect pass to a wide-open Mooney, and he drops it. This is where, as a fan, you want to see Penix go ballistic on Mooney for such a crucial mistake. But it will never happen.
Pressure on Penix, and has to fling it away.
Great! The one time Penix rolls to his right, he intentionally grounds the ball. This is the third consecutive week in a row. He has done this with less than 10 seconds remaining in the game.
Line of scrimmage.
Intentional grounding, offense number 9. This only involves a 10-second runoff because Atlanta does not have a timeout. This ends the game.
I'm pretty sure Atlanta has 2 timeouts there, Cleat. But don't ask Coach Jumbotron. He wasn't paying attention.
Penix fires it near side, incomplete for Mooney.
That's just a bad pass. Mooney, who doesn't deserve any more chances, didn't have one there.
On third down, pressure coming. Penix lofts it away, and it's incomplete, but a flag is thrown on the far side of the field.
Penix faced pressure and threw up a duck. But lucky for him, Mooney was allowed to run over the defender and blame the contact on him.
Low snap handled by Penix. Goes to the outside, and Mooney makes the grab, but out of bounds.
So, we just going to keep trying the same play out of bounds again? It would have been a great pass if Mooney was allowed to catch it 3 yards out of bounds. And with the game on the line, where are Drake London and Bijan Robinson?
Colts bring extra bodies on the blitz on Penix. And Zaire Franklin comes up huge on this drive in overtime.
Well, that settles that. Penix ended the game on his back. He is now 0-3 in overtime games. After rewatching his play on Sunday, what do you think? Were the play calls that bad? Did his surrounding cast let him down? Does he show glimpses of leadership? Get in the comments and let us know your thoughts. And don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. And until the next time, cue the outro.